I am Isaac.
Hi, I'm Zedong Byron.
Hi, I'm Peter, Chen.
The SDGs designed by UN organization, also called the Sustainable Development Goals, have 17 small goals for sustainable development. In this huge topic, we are going to focus on the waste infrastructure of Hong Kong related to SDG 9, the industry, innovation, and the infrastructure. Currently, people notice that the waste is not sustainably managed in Hong Kong, and it will become a more critical issue in the coming years. In the past, the waste in Hong Kong increased yearly except for the COVID period. The Hong Kong government is also constantly trying to establish more types and numbers of infrastructure for waste processing. However, Hong Kong still relies on landfills. In order to solve the problem, the government is trying to come up with new ways. One such plan is IWMF, Integrated Waste Management Facilities. It aims to significantly reduce the waste sent to the landfill, extend their use, and recycle certain materials to dispose of the growing amount of garbage.
IWMF will be the most modern waste management facility in Hong Kong. Here are 4 key components of IWMF: mechanical sorting and recycling, power generation, incineration, and education. After the waste is delivered from several refuse transfer stations, the moving combustion grate can divide the waste and recycle the metal. The rest will be combusted into ash, and the energy from combustion will be collected and turned into electricity. Finally, the flue gas will be cleaned through a series of mechanical methods to minimize pollution. By IWMF, it can reduce the volume of waste by 90% and turn waste into energy.
Moving on to the analysis, several advantages can be seen from the iPark project. Firstly, the use of new technologies prevents pollution and waste. The use of flue gas cleaning, metallic materials recycling, and wastewater treatment makes the iPark superior to traditional incinerators, allowing it to address the air and water pollution issue as well as preventing metal materials from being wasted. Secondly, the iPark also generates green renewable energy. The energy generated is enough to power the facility itself and an additional 100,000 households. This reduces demand for fossil fuel electricity, which saves an estimated 440,000 tons of carbon per year. Thirdly, the facility also raises awareness and education on the waste problem. A root cause behind the waste issue is the increasing amounts of waste generated per capita. Through education, newer generations would be less wasteful. This allows the facility to target both the short-term issue of waste management and the long-term issue of education. However, there are still a few issues with the facility. Firstly, it does not solve the landfill issue, it only delays it. Incineration reduces the volume of waste by 90%, but the bottom ash still needs to be buried in the landfill. This means the landfills will still be filled eventually. The difference may be that it takes 10 years instead of 1. Secondly, the facility has quite a limited effect on the issue. The iPark is only able to process 3,000 tons of waste daily, which is less than a quarter of the 11,057 tons of waste produced daily by Hong Kong. Thirdly, the facility is also quite expensive. The entire project cost Hong Kong around $18.245 billion. The high cost and limited capacity of the facility means that this project will not single-handedly solve the waste problem. Therefore, alternative government initiatives such as the waste charging scheme are still needed to solve the issue.
The IWMF is more environmentally friendly than the current landfill system, and it does help us achieve SDG 9, especially 9.4. But it is still not enough to deal with all the waste and make Hong Kong's waste management system sustainable. For our citizens, producing less waste can approach the waste problem from another angle and can also make Hong Kong a more sustainable